Fuck! Read the disclaimer. Hello everyone, and welcome to the weekend review where... See, it's a slow pan, there we go. We recap the previous week. Actually, I got this right this time. Well, I think it's a while I got this right. We recap the previous week and anything extra. So first of all, happy Easter, everyone. Yeah. Sorry about the delay, by the way, for the stream. Just wanted to make sure I had everything right, and that thing was giving me issues, so we should be okay for now, unless if I randomly explode at any moment, then you'll know it's not the early April Fools then. But speaking of which, I do have to plug this because this is the week where everything comes out. Mallbays.com, right? We have UX is going to be coming, should be relative. We should get most of our orders shipped out by the Wednesday. And again, huge thank you to all the support for everyone who supported Mallbays. It's greatly appreciated. It does help keep the channel alive. So if you're just commenting and liking, that's the same support to me either way. But, you know, graciously, thank you. Also, Hasbro news. Oh, now we're finally getting so much news of Hasbro. It's going to be our topic for today. Main focus of most of the stuff we'll be going over. In the meantime, I'm going to be playing the little recap here. This should work. I'm going to make sure there's no volume on this just in case by accident. But yes, we are back with MFB content. Let me see if I'm... okay, if I move slightly, that should be okay. We did Metal Fight content, we did a discussion on burst stuff, and actually a huge shout out to a lot of the support for the MFB video. I actually recall that doing a lot better than I anticipated. A lot of Hasbro news and just general Teratoma news with the random booster stuff that came out because the app developers still don't know how to program the app. I don't know why they leave the files in their head. I actually don't know why. I'd say it's such an odd thing, eh? They just leave the files there way ahead of time. Of course... the blue shark edge that makes bays beat up and look purple, and of course the episode review that we did, and then after the combo challenge. So actually was a pretty eventful week to say the least. A lot of news and stuff to actually talk about. So speaking of which, yeah, actually I think the MFB one did best overall, unless it was like a news video. So that's pretty cool. So maybe I'll do more of that. Hey, some pretty nice news. The database is, like, I'm going to say in air quotes, it's done. If you don't know what this is, I'm basically working on a Beyblade database where it's just like, you know, I do competitive testing on the stuff, so if I say, I think this release does this well for this reason, it's basically just going to be the hub of that information, my reporting and findings. I'm just going through having people just help me proofread it before I officially publish it out. But it's pretty much, I mean, before UX, it's pretty much done. After that, I got to update with UX stuff. But that's some pretty eventful news for anyone who just wants to be like, hey, I want to learn about these bays. Put a lot of effort in that thing, so you're probably going to see a tweet about it or a community tab post on it. Yeah, aside from that, for any general channel updates, we'll leave that for the end. Let us get on with this. Okay, so before you get to the Hasbro stuff, I do have to mention this, eh? I am getting UX maybe tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. It depends if the mail wants to deliver on the Monday or not. They said yes, but is it really yes? I don't know. It's like I'm pretty sure some of them, they don't deliver on that day, but usually, I don't know if I get lucky or something, but yeah, if there's any videos that you want me to keep an eye out on that I actually do, make sure to leave it on leave a comment on here to let me know. Otherwise, just leave it on the review. And yeah, don't forget, by the way, there's the Shark Age video I did for that combo challenge, so if you want to try to beat Drawn Buster, eh? Gotta get those combos in. Okay, let's go on to the big one here, which is going to be the Hasbro stuff. So we have got a look at a Hasbro Exclusive 2-pack with Knife Shinobi, 480 High Needle, and Keel Shark. I'm still not used to that. 380 Flat. Look at that. Our first look at the official Hasbro Exclusive stuff. Not all of them, but we've got a pretty good idea of at least what a lot of this is going to be like. So yeah, I'm kind of in the boat of so-so. and we'll kind of get to that, but something you're going to notice actually with these 2-packs is that it's a very smart choice, and I already thought they were going to be doing this just based on a lot of the listing sets we've been getting, but obviously for the recolors that they're doing for these bays, they're going to basically just recycle the Takara ones. It makes the most obvious sense to do that. So this Shark Edge is based off the Drawn Dagger, the BX-20. So yeah, I mean, it's a cool green shark, I guess. I am curious, though, if we'll eventually get unique recolors. I'm sure we will, but I'm just trying to wonder when that point would be. But yeah, the 2-pack packaging looks actually very good, all things considered. Let's actually go over... Oh, we can barely see the bay anyway. Oh, there we go. Knife Shinobi, look at that. Now, I do have to mention this, right? Because I think I might have a video discussing this separately, probably after the live. Probably not, I don't know. If you look at it, I'm trying to wonder, because I know obviously these things are all photoshopped with the PNG of the graphic. But who is designing this? Because where's the Beyblade X text on the Knife Shinobi? It's nowhere to be found. And listen, if all the XF are going to try to follow this stylistically, you know, it'd be nice, even if it was covered, to at least visibly see it. Because it's not even there. It's literally just it. It's literally just the outline of it, and it's really messing me up. And it's not even just like it was just one of them. It's literally on the box, too. So I don't like that it's ignoring that. In terms of the actual design, the color choice, I'm not going to lie to you, for the blade is kind of okay. It's okay. I don't like the mix of the colors there. Also, the design of the thing... I mean, the other one looks a lot better, but just this one for, like, just the gear chip design looks a little bit weak. Doesn't really feel... It feels like kind of like a weird anime thing you'd probably see, but not like an actual... Like a Babe, this was an actual release, if that makes sense. But something that is pretty cool, we do get a nice... we do get exclusive recolor parts, at least. With Knife Shinobi, if you look at this... What is that? 480 high needle. Isn't that Night Lance's stock? Oh my god, it is. I mean, listen, a purple high needle looks pretty nice. A nice pink. The gold, I don't know. I feel like... You know what's weird? I feel like the color choice, like, it's kind of off. It's kind of off. You know what I mean? It's like... Kind of like, pick what colors you want to pick for the whole bay, because it feels too much, like, inconsistent. No, this is... No, Phoenix Wing's a lot different, because this is not present on the design at all. If you look at Phoenix Wing, it's still actually present in the actual thing. You actually still see it. So there's no bar there. There's no text of the thing. If you look carefully on the Knife Shinobi, it's not like you see the bar and the Beyblade X text on there. It's very different design-wise. But I do want to talk about... I think we have to talk about Terra before we can talk about the other one. Oh, God. Okay, well... Talon Terra. Pterodactyl. I don't know why they put a P in the thing. I don't know why they put a P. But this one looks pretty nice. This one, actually, the design of this thing, in terms of at least the gear chip, it looks like very, very good. Also, I believe they share the same launcher hooks as... What is it? Oh, I want to lose it. Tyranno Roar? Roar Tyranno? Beat Tyranno. Tyranno Beats. I had to think of what it was called, but this has a nice choice of colors. This looks nice. This looks nice. Now, actually, I do want to get to the main thing, because before we actually go back on that, we don't know what the parts are on it, and before we get to the main stuff, but we do have to cover something I do not like about some of these exclusive stuff. Which is, in fairness, fair criticism, but we do have to see at least the side profiles for most of them. Because I'll cover Shinobi in a second, but I do want to mention this, that this has been the same with Mammoth, and this has been the same with Talon, and this is now the same with Shinobi. They're all like, what do you call it? What is the thing called in Smash? Like Echo Fighters, basically. It's like, they're different, right? They're different, but how different are they? It's like, so for an example, for Viper, it's obviously a lot more rounded off, similar to, let's say, Tusk Mammoth. Obviously, they are technically different shapes, but it's very, very, very close. Rhino, the Rhino one's not too bad, because at least, like, because I'll show you why. Because if we go actually to the box, actually gives a decent side profile. if you see, like, the blades that is a little bit modified as far as I can tell. So at least, like, even though it's technically the Rhino square shape, that's like different, and that's like the difference between like Phoenix Feather and Drawn Sword, at least. Technically, no, actually, technically all of them are. I don't know. It just bugs me a little bit, and I'll say why. My issue kind of with it is, okay. So, for an example, when we had the Koro promotion of, like, Dynamite and Devil, okay, it's Koro promotion, whatever. It makes sense, right, on that type of release. Okay, you know, there's slight modification, whatever. Even Phoenix Feather. I think my issue with the Hasbro ones, it's like, okay, for an example, in the Burst era, you know, you had Orpheus. That's an actual different design. Let me get Surtur, right? Diomedes. Actually, I can't show that. It's green screen, so I'm sorry. Hyris, Istris, right? These actually had, you know, unique designs to them. Not that this doesn't have a unique design. It's just I would hope it would vary a bit more. Modified is better. Well, listen. You know, we take what we can get on the terms. We take what we can get on the terms. I just said, you know, little joke, bro. It's a little joke, but yes, obviously they are modified in the shape. I am just wondering though, like I understand why this is done, because obviously you have the Takara designers in Japan who work on the Hasbro exclusive stuff, and you know, if you look at a lot of the exclusives, like the original Katana Muramasa for the design was more or less a Death Scyther. So it's not like this is a new thing. I'm just saying it would be nice if we could see, you know, teensy bit more variety, teensy bit, right? Now, in fairness, if Takara was like the same thing where there's multiple releases similar to that of how they did Phoenix Feather, and it was a main release and not some Koro filler promotion, then yeah, obviously same goes there. But I like the high needle, though. The high needle is pretty sick. Though. High needle is pretty sick. Yeah, but that's kind of it for, like, the Hasbro. Like, that's my only real thing. I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm curious on, like, where's Talon? I'm curious on this one, because even though it's very close to Viper, what's the side profile like? Maybe it ends up being where they flatten the fangs and it becomes more stamina than the actual Viper tail, right? So it could be a thing where it's like, oh, actually, this is a modified thing, but there's some cool stuff they could add on to it, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. And maybe the Shinobi is, like, I don't know, better than Rhino Horn. Which, well, it could be possible. Okay, now let's get to the main one. It's pretty cool. Dude, look at this. The Shark Edge Beyblade from the original random booster, huh? Look at this. As a regular boost, now I would have thought that Hasbro would have just done 2-pack, and I thought, okay, that's how we get it. But dude, they put this shark as a regular booster. The anime colors and everything. This is awesome. This is great. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. No, but listen, look. It's pretty much the same thing. They got some weird lighting when they were taking the photos on that, by the way. You can see through, like, the purple of it. Yeah, dude, this is great. The thing is like, this is how it should have been since, like, dude, since Burst, right? Because I feel like the issue we had with Burst is, like, dude, the bays are already so heavily modified, so even if you technically get, like, an RB prize, how much does it really count, you know? And later down the line, the bays just went to shit. So then after, it's like, bruh. So, I mean, this is nice. And I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Sphinx has a listing, which is not confirmed that is the Sphinx RB, but I would assume it is. So, I mean, yeah, this is really good, because think about it like this. If you're already a TT collector, right, if you get a full random booster set, the benefit is like, okay, I get all these combos as the bonus and, like, the main stuff, whatever. But if you want to just, like, replace it later on, or, you know, dude, random boosters, eventually they're finite amounts and they're hard to pull. So to have access like this is super good for accessibility in general. It's great long term, and yeah, awesome. There's no real loss here. If you don't want to gamble, if you can't get a full set of random booster, if you don't want to gamble for a random booster, yeah, this is the ideal situation that you want. The only thing I'm still waiting on is the durometer test on these Hasbro bays. If it ends up getting confirmed that plastic is more or less the same, That'll be awesome. If it ends up being confirmed as Pro Series plastic, I will cry a lot. But I don't think they would. Hopefully not. But yeah, the shark thing is pretty nice. We're gonna eventually get more pictures as time updates. But like in terms of Hasbro stuff, like I've been saying, like listen, there are pros and cons each time when we go through the era. So to see stuff like this, like the stadium, even though the stadium is pretty different, it's at least as close as possible to the original one, so that's a positive. The bays that are being picked are very nice. The only thing I'm wondering now is where I don't know when they're going to do Cobalt Drake, if at all. I feel like anyways, with the thing with Cobalt Drake, because I know there was that rumor or whatever, but it wasn't true. What I'm thinking, I think the reason why I probably won't see Hasbro Drake this year, or probably for at least over a year, probably, bare minimum, is probably because if the Kuritomi has like a rare bay get battle going on, they're not going to have it where Hasbro is going to do the Cobalt. Hypothetically, let's say Cobalt Drake was in the set with Drawn Dagger, just hypothetically. If you think about it, I don't think it's good business-wise for them, because then after they would just think, oh, well, someone in Asia just wants to import the Hasbro sets to Japan, and then after they're not going to do the rare bay thing. So that's probably like why you don't see Drake, and it's probably what's going to happen for future rare bay stuff. You'll probably see like a big delay, or at least until the campaign is over, or until they actually release it normally, is what I would assume. Which is unfortunate, but whatever. Buddy. Okay, I'm worried about the Hasbro's Drawn Daggers that had the same breakage problem as CT. Well, listen. If you've seen the original video of the context of how this breakage occurs, right? I was very specific in how I described this, because I said over a long period of time with use, that's how the break occurs. The same thing will happen to any X-Beyblade, whether it's Hasbro or TT or whatever, right? The context is how long did it take, right? All these factors, whatever. So for Drawn Dagger, for an example, the worry wouldn't be if it's going to happen the same. The worry is if, that's why I'm saying the drone meter stuff. It's trying to see if they use cheaper materials or not. It's like the Pro Series thing, right? So just to address that. Should I be ashamed for collecting Beyblades? Brother, enjoy whatever hobby you do, right? Don't let people police you around. Have fun, live your life. There's nothing to be ashamed about, right? There are plenty of people that are older that like hobbies like Pokemon, other stuff. Just live your life, man. Just live your life. That's the best thing I can give. I mean, I'm covering this, right? So clearly, it's fine. It's fine. To release flawed stuff. Okay. I've been debunked. Alrighty, there goes all the context, all the videos there. Sorry. Giovanni got me. He got me. He hit me with it. I can't. I'm sorry. Oh God. But yeah, let's cover some other stuff now. Yeah, but like I even lost my train of thought because of the other thing. No, but there's some other stuff. I'm interested in the other stadiums, that type of stuff, because listen, let me make sure this pause. The stadium stuff is pretty exciting. I want to see how they vary the Takara Stadium. Not whether or not... I just want to see what variation we get, because obviously... dude... How many stadium variants can Hasbro really do? Because don't forget, I think there are listings of... And someone can correct the record, so if I'm wrong in this, I'm wrong. I think there was a Marvel Battle set and some Spring set, whatever, I'm pretty sure. And there's like a Beyblade Stadium, I think 25th or whatever. So... They're clearly working. I really want to see how they, because obviously Takara is just going to keep a standard stadium. They're not going to do all this variance. Like there is the 3-player stadium, but the context of that is just because there's a lot of people who play in these Asia events. So obviously it's to get a lot of rounds done quicker. I think it's usually over 100 people, probably way more than that usually participate in events like that. But yes. Okay, anyways, moving on from there. Has there been any listings for Lance and Leon Claw? There is starters. That is Wave 2. Lance Knight and Claw Leon. I still not used to the reverse of it. How do you think Hasbro will do on their newer well, I needed to try the first one. I have no idea. They'll probably wait till Cobalt Drake's released in a random booster or something like that. Then we'll see. Yeah, probably exactly. Probably something like that. 100%. Do we have any news on UX5? What's UX05? Knight? Is that supposed to be the Knight one? The Select? No, well, I don't know. In 2 weeks, maybe. If not, well, it has, actually, that's the funny thing. Well, technically, this wasn't supposed to happen, but we did get the Rex news a lot. That's not even called Rex. It's called Tyranno. Sorry, my dyslexia might kick in, guys. I don't want to actually butcher the name. But if the release is supposed to be mid-May, I'm pretty sure they would have to advertise both the random booster and the select. Otherwise, I don't know when this... If it's mid-May, like, when would that be then? I would assume the 11th, no? Would it be the 8th? If it's the 18th, then I guess they have time. But that, no, I still don't even know when they would advertise that thing. Do you think Hasbro would do a 3-player stadium over here? I know it was just for... Well, the issue is with the stadiums, right? You see, the reason why the stadiums are modified for Hasbro is not because cheap, whatever. No. It is because of how the market is in America and obviously outside of Asia. It's the shelf space they take, right? So they have to basically follow strict guidelines. This was similar if you saw the Beyblade burst behind the scenes with Turbo. Same thing with the Slingshot Stadium. They have confined dimensions. So I don't think it's... Well, like, maybe, but the only time I think correct... Didn't Hasbro do a thing called... I don't know, the name's... I'm lost. The Colossal Bay Stadium was like an orange one, right? So I won't say no, I'll say maybe? Maybe. That could be possible. That could be possible. Hasbro's Redemption Arc. I'm now waiting for Bird. Well, good luck with that. You really think UX05 will be a Knights variant? Well, no. Hey, listen, you gotta think about it like this. Since how the manga is working right now is that you have Team Dream versus Persona, and it's like, basically, whoever wins stays. Okay, Bird already lost, Multi beats the Bay-Tube or whatever. There's the Rex person that has the Rex Bay, but the thing is, right, because it's falling consecutive, right, most likely what would happen if there's an attack Bay, because Multi does have Knight, she would probably have a UX variant of that for defense. Plus, if you look at the silhouette, you can see the Persona lines on it. And there's no other release that would make sense for that UX thing, because it's literally like, in the context of the narrative, she made UX. So that's the only way. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll take it. I'm very close on that. Can you show me products again? I just missed. Well, we will get to that in a moment. Can we expect more stadium variants from Hasbro? Like, well, I don't know. Probably. Okay, let's go on some of the other stuff. Hasbro thing used to be making the stadiums more accurate and adapting the game, so it seems they're trying to follow T pretty closely, so I don't think... Well, yeah, probably won't get the reason why the stadiums were so varyingly different was because the bays were very different from each other, so they had to find some reason to reel them in. But I don't see any reason why they still couldn't do those stadiums. Well. Actually, I don't know. Actually. But the thing is, if you look at, like, the World Championship that we had, like, they used, like, Hasbro stadiums, and the final one was, like, a TT Tornado Stadium, whatever, with Herculeo, so, bro, anything's possible. Was the Decagon Stadium? No, it was never Beyblade. It was I think it was some Korean thing, I'm pretty sure. No. It was something else separate. What X-Bay should I not buy? Well, actually, I am planning on doing a buyer's guide once the... Where's the thing? Once the database is done. Oh my god, I hate clicking on this thing. I will patiently wait to see how creative Hasbro will get with the extreme line on the stadiums. Doesn't the UX have a circle instead of the regular Persona lines? No, I was very sure of this. I'm very sure there's the lines there. I'm very sure of it. I'm like, the lines are there, and either way, that's the only thing logically in the narrative that's going to be some UX release, because the anime won't cover UX till a couple of months, and the manga is the only thing right now. I'm very confident in this. Listen, like I said, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It looks so close to Hell's Hamburg. I'm pretty sure there's the Persona lines. It makes sense in the manga of the thing. But listen, I don't know. Do you think Vice Tiger will be owned by Queen? I don't know anymore, bro. Like, if most of the Hasbro stuff has, like, modifications of original stuff, who's to say Vice Tiger isn't just a modified Leon Claw for, like, a Hasbro exclusive? I don't know. I can't tell. This is the thing. It's a valid question, but since Tyranno was part of the listings and I thought it was an exclusive, I'm pretty sure, and then I got proven wrong. Dude, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. Aside from that, okay. In terms of any other discussion, yeah, we'll just throw it and then after go for it. Oh, actually, hey, some other stuff we can actually talk about in the meantime. I'm here now. Hey, the tournament stuff. The tournament from January is kind of nearly there on editing. The tournament from March, I'm still editing, but you will see this week the tournaments I hosted from March and January. And then after, later this week, I have to do all the UX testings. I'm going to have a good friend, MDK Shady from WBO, help me out on testings. My mom just helps me do the testings. So, yeah, it's a lot. Dude, it's like, I think it's over 3 hours probably, because I think I wrote a lot for Hell's Hammer and whatever, because I really want to see how the meta changes quite a bit. And obviously, you're not going to see just with testings. You have to see in events like 2-3 months later, but that's besides the point. If Tyranno's bit is really a Quake tip, how do you think it'll perform? Well, I said this, the Quakes were never good. Operate was never good in Burst, the actual Quake tip in Burst was never good, the MFB Quake was never good, M145 was never good. I think this is going to be probably a bold take, but I said this, like, you don't have to do everything where this like a gimmick that has to work. It's fun to point out if they don't work, but you gotta remember, right, they have to have variety. So if they want to do a thing where it's Quake, sure. Because you need variety. You're going to need variety when you're going to go on 2, 3, 4 years from now. 5, 6, 7, right? Because eventually with Burst, we hit like a cap on certain stuff and we just kept getting repeated. So that's why you're already seeing the trend of high, low, gear, disc variants. It makes the most logical sense to go that route. And yeah. Opinions on these new and like one of these bays coming up within the next random booster. Well, I don't have the thing on me. We can talk about that, sure. I didn't have the... Well, actually, I have a good reason. The reason why I don't have the image on this live is just in case that video gets hit. I don't want to have to deal with Japan again, even though I'm in the right legally. I'm not trying to fight the copyright lawyers in Japan. Listen, if they want to beat me up, they probably could. We're going to tread carefully. We're going to tread carefully when it comes to that. But I can vaguely talk about it. By vaguely, I mean I'm going to pull up the video real quickly, and I'll just talk about it. I think, actually, this random booster probably has the best lineup I've seen overall for random booster stuff. Yeah, in terms of ones I think all of them are good pulls. Let me get on the graphic I did at the... that's why I like me, because I put a graphic at the end, so if I wanted to skip over, I can see. So for the random booster, if you're wondering, actually, okay, the one bad one is that spike recolor in the random booster. That spike recolor was terrible. I don't care if we need a spike recolor, because they have to do it at least once. I hate it. The Hell's Chain is awesome. Give me more of the shark edge recolor. Give me like 50 shark edge recolors. Hell's Chain looks great. The Drawn Dagger is a little bit weak, just visually, not in terms of parts. And the Rhino looks pretty good. Aside from that, yeah, everything looks nice. It's like a really good lineup, actually, a very good lineup. Do you think the car is going to make more X over bays after the main ones have been released? I don't know. I have no idea, my friend. Do you think a format being so action-packed there's any room for a quick take to be? Well, I mean, technically speaking, you're going to see in my tournament thing that I think I had Cobalt Drake and I lost to a Rhino. So anything's possible, technically. These exclusives are mesh. Shinobi knife looks... Yeah, well, this is what I do want to still see the side profile, right? You know, if we can maybe get it where these bays... Actually, I'll go back to that before we end off. But if we do get it where these bays are somehow better performance than the original ones, then I will take that's the only way they get the compliments. Otherwise, I just look at them like, okay, that's about it for that section there. But yeah, Hasbro stuff, I gotta say, very promising. I'll probably get out the video, probably just discuss. You're probably gonna see like a shorter summary of my thoughts on it, and then someone can just argue with me in the comments saying, no, actually, Quake is meta because since the bays jump, it's gonna hit you, and then when it hits you, you're gonna be knocked out, and that's how you're gonna win. I don't know what I'm saying. What are your expectations on the Q-Bit? I actually think Q-Bit might be dangerous, not as a meme, like actually, because the bays already jump. Now you're gonna have a bitch that jumps along with like the impact and stuff. Probably scary. I would assume Quake's probably not going to have good stamina, obviously, because half of it's cut off. It'll probably do some weird stuff with Shark, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. That's my guess. It'll probably be something where it's a high... If it ends up being good in any way, it'll probably be some weird skill ceiling, most likely. Oh, this is actually a good one. I didn't think about this. I feel Quake might make some good jump attack with down forwards. Okay, actually, this is... I didn't think... Okay. See, I didn't even consider that, so that's a better take than whatever I gave. Yeah, okay, actually, you wanna know what? Fair enough. Drawn Buster with Q, jumping... Yeah, just imagine Drawn Buster in the air, goes directly to you and just attacks. Well, okay, listen, in terms of the Europe stuff, don't take this wrong. I literally have no idea. I literally only know North America stuff because I can check and verify here. For anything Europe, you'd probably have to see online retailers to see that stuff. I don't know. Like, I know friends in Australia when they report on that stuff, whatever. So for that stuff, there'll be information there. But for that, like, I have no knowledge on that, so I do apologize. What do you think of the anime compared to the older gens? Well, me and Yuzuma did about half an hour. Not even half an hour, I think 2 hours discussing that. So, if you want a TLDR, it's just, hope it gets better. Hope it gets better, but shame on TT for rushing the production. Okay, aside from that, okay, I wanted to plug Mall Bays. I forgot to plug the Mall Bays. Yeah, we're going to be trying to get the orders. I have to say this again. The order should probably be all done by Wednesday. If you ordered any Sharkage of that thing, the blue one, it'll probably be the latter half of that week. All this depends on the customs in Japan getting here, right? Because that takes time to go through the Canadian customs. But yeah, aside from that, I'll go over any updates and stuff. Oh, okay. I have to go. I actually have to say this. Okay, there's no April Fool's video tomorrow. Okay, there's no April Fool's video tomorrow. If I'm getting UX tomorrow, I'm not gonna. I can't do it. I can't do an April Fool's video on that day. My idea was I was gonna do some like joke video. If we didn't get the Hasbro information, I would have done some joke where it's like, oh, I have the Hasbro X Bay, whatever. But no, since I'm getting you, I can't. So tomorrow's a normal day. It's the only day I'm gonna the only time April Fool's, that I'm not doing anything. So yeah, I do apologize. Right, that might be the sad news for this week. But in terms of anything else, you can expect, if everything goes well, and it takes a long time because having friends proofread it, so it's like over like 50 pages, I'm pretty sure. So you will eventually see me probably share a link on the community tab or the Twitter for the database. Very much a lot of good work put into there. A lot of graphics I had to edit, a lot. UX coverage will be this week, so that'll be great. And anything else in particular? Ooh, actually, yes. Actually, something nice to talk about before we end off. And actually, I also have to time the explosion, so I actually need to go back and grab the mouse. Okay, actually some nice news. And then after, I'll just do any last things for the chat. I did finish a pretty big test project that I'm working on before I go into real production on something. Like, if you've heard me say earlier this year I wanted to do something, that one, it's only feasible if I have the latter half of that year to really study and try to learn what I need to do. But for what I'm going to be doing that is feasible, it's going to be really good. I'll probably share what the test thing is, but what I can say is I'm definitely going to be looking into... I have to do casting for voice actors. I have to actually do that. I might post on Twitter, or I might go through the casting club thing, or I'll just try to contact a friend or whatever. But I may have already given a hint. But that's going to be some pretty cool content you can see later on. Why does the live... Every single time I set this up, it doesn't update properly. Oh, well, thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Happy Easter to you. Happy Easter to you. Okay, well, actually... Oh, no. Okay, the thing with glitching out on me first. I almost thought I died. Should we trust you, though? No, listen. I have nothing. I have nothing. I have literally nothing. I have literally... No. What is this? I missed the chat. I thought nobody was saying anything. No, come on, no. There's nothing. I have nothing. You're going to see Drawn Buster's review tomorrow, probably around like 5, 6 p.m. And you'll see... Okay, actually, Hell's Hammer and Rod will probably be the Tuesday to get rid of it. And then after the rest will be battles this week. You see, you did a typo. You see, I was gonna read the comment. I was gonna be nice. I was gonna read the comment. You did a typo in my name. Huh? Agent. You did a typo in my name. How? Come on. Come on. You see the English dub trailer for the end? Yeah, fantastic casting, by the way. Fantastic casting. Really good, actually. Really good. Very good. When will we see a Drawn Buster battle video? Okay, so if I get the review... Well, in the review, technically. In the review, but you mean like a full battle video? Okay, actually, here's something interesting, as we have a lot of people before we finish off. What is... Because it's going to be Drawn Buster. What is the first battle that you want to see me do with Drawn Buster? Just the first battle. I'm going to give you the options. Against Sword and Dagger. Against Phoenix Wing. Those are your only options. Oh, and I guess Hammer and Rod. Those are your... Okay, actually, okay, so... You get the options of either Sword and Dagger, Phoenix Wing, Wizard Rod. You can't get my dyslexia this time. Or Hell's Hammer. That's your option. That is your option. There's no voting. You comment on after this thing is done, and you tell me what it would be. What it would be. That'll be the option. That'll be the option. He's just gonna do no video. No. I need to do a video tomorrow. I need a Drawn Buster review. I need a Drawn Buster. No. No. Come on, don't do this. No. Against Phoenix. Okay. Everyone's saying Phoenix. You see, this is my mistake because I forgot to say the actual UX stuff. I will have to decide. It's either that or I just ask my mom what she want to see a battle with first. Okay, everyone's saying Phoenix. We're seeing Phoenix. Okay, how about this? You want to know what? We do democracy on this channel. I'm gonna go set up a poll. Whatever wins the poll, that is our democracy for today, before we end off. Because at this point, I want it to be fair. I don't want it to be like, oh, comment after. We're going to do democracy before we end off. Okay, start poll. Okay, Drawn Buster first battle. I'm setting up the poll now. Drawn Sword / Dagger. Phoenix Wing. Hammer. Wizard Rod. Okay. We're going to do a poll. We're doing democracy, all right? Listen, we're doing democracy fair and square, and that's how we're going to sell it off. That's how we're settling it off. We're doing democracy on this. So whatever wins the vote, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. I'm going to ramble on for 5 minutes. 5 minutes you have me to ramble. Oh, actually, you want to know what? There is one video I do want to do. It's unrelated. Do I still have it? Please tell me I do. Oh my god, I do. Listen. I've been waiting for this, dude. Where am I? Oh, actually, I need a spare one, but I do want to get, I do have to repaint this, eh? I want to get Wizard Rod versus the Freerun Beyblade. Oh, you can't see it. I did a video on it. Shout out Crazy Aries, by the way. I'm very excited for that, actually. Okay, what's winning? Jesus Christ. 51. Where are the Hammer fans? Where are the Hammer fans? Where are the Wizard fans? I didn't say the second part of the name. You're not going to get me on that. My god, it's a sweep! It's a sweep! It's a sweep! We're at the first minute, alright? This is Jesus, man. Jesus. By the way, all these videos will be done regardless. Before you think, oh, are you not going to do... No, all of them will be done. It's just what's the priority. My god, this is crazy. Okay, well, in the meantime, actually, did you know, actually, this is going to be weird. I don't know what I'm going to do. But in 2 weeks, it's going to be my birthday. And I don't know how I'm going to feel that day, for literal reasons, because the thing of August. But I don't know how it's going to work, because that's the day the news is supposed to come out. And I really just want to enjoy my birthday. So, maybe we'll do a birthday stream. I actually, if you recall the 321 thing, I did actually have the setup for 2 cameras, so I might be able to do live solo battles. Maybe. I don't know. What if, actually, I'm trying to, what have I done on, I don't know what I've even done on the previous years. What did I do? I don't even know. I've literally forgotten what I've done last year. Beyblade, Zankye. Didn't I do Samurai Pegasus versus, like, Ultimate Valkyrie, I think? Beyblade X. No, Beyblade Burst? I don't know what I did last year. What did I do? I'm literally just finding... I don't know what I did. I actually don't know. I have to... Okay, now I'm going to find out later. Bruh, I don't know what I did. Okay, well, I'll do Drawn Buster versus Samurai Pegasus. There we go. That'll be the video for that day. And the news. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Actually, I'm stalling for another 3 minutes. I was right. No, that was 2022. Oh, dude, 2023, we did this stream. We did this stream. What if we do Drawn Buster versus Ultimate Valkyrie versus Samurai Pegasus? Well, then what happens is the Pegasus beats the Buster, but then the Buster breaks the Valkyrie. Okay, well, it's like, well, we'll do it like that then. We'll do it like that. Yeah, because I usually just do whatever on that day. Yeah. How about that? Okay, well, I'll decide then. I'll decide then. As I'm literally stalling for another 2 minutes to find out who wins the votes. We're looking at 28% for Drawn Sword and Drawn Dagger, 39% for the Phoenix Wing, Hammer at 23%, and the Poor Wizard at 11%. IDK, if you remember, but a while back I asked if they had Quake Bait. Well, my friend, you did get it, so congratulations on that. When are we getting Dagger versus Community? What do you mean? What? Oh, the combo challenge? I've done that. I did that. What do you mean? You're gonna launch it? Wait, you want me to go? You want me to launch Drawn Daggered people, or what are you asking? What are you asking? What do you mean? Am I like reading this wrong? Is this like a? We're stalling for no reason. Ain't nobody else. No, listen. You want to know what? Listen. Okay. I think it's time to end the thing. I think we stalled enough, right? Listen, at this point, I'm just bullshitting for watch time. And at this point, like I can't go this. I actually have nothing else to do today. Okay, our winner for the poll. We're gonna read it. Where is it? Where is the results? Where is the results? I have to find myself, not literally, not spiritually, like in the YouTube thing. Okay, our winner. The first battle you will see is Phoenix Wing, but probably after that will be the Hell's Hammer one. No, wait. What? Phoenix Wing got 39, Sword and Dagger got 26, Hammer got 20. Should I just do a poll in the community? At this point, I might as well. Okay, I'll do a poll in the community tab, all right? Now you're going to have to deal with the real democracy of randos voting the first option. When are we getting Drawn Buster versus the community combo? Oh, I don't know. The artist I'm commissioning right now is a little bit busy, so I don't know. I was hoping it would be maybe like the Saturday, but probably the 13th, which that is an unlucky number. I hope you originally 3D... Well, I can't even 3D print the bits properly just because the angle and stuff. They just break. I have to find the right thing. Alrighty, well, you consider the whole Beyblade collection. We'll do Buster versus Samurai versus Ultimate or something like that. I don't know. Or you'll just see me do a stream where I just sit like this the whole time. Okay, so we're pretty much done. I've done all the announcements, whatever. Alrighty, God bless everyone who stayed on the live show. I don't have to... We somehow got people back, actually, as we were doing the poll. I guess for those Buster fans, those damn Buster fans just came in and just decided, I want to see it against Phoenix Wing. So I guess we're going to go with that. Alrighty, take care, everyone. God bless. Have a wonderful Sunday. Happy Easter. And if you're not religious, then happy Easter Bunny Easter, I guess. And yeah, that's going to be it for now. My arm is very sore from all the test launches I've been doing. I'm just feeling it now. Alrighty, take care and bye. Aha, you didn't get me misspeaking on the Wizard Bay. Not today. Not today, buddy. Not today.